So, my brothers and sisters, I just came back from a holiday. I had an amazing time in Germany. Nature is amazing over there, and also its theme parks. It's equally as just as amazing. I love to be in Germany. There is a bit of German blood inside of my veins, and yeah, you can say that, because I really love to be there. The food is amazing. There is so many vegan options. Oh my God, Belgium doesn't have that, even though I love to be at home as well, because every time when I go away, and especially in the beginning even though before my awakening, I didn't like to go away from home. There was something that I really don't like, to sit in someone else's bed and, to go away from home, things that I don't recognize. There was something inside of me that really doesn't like it. And there were nights that I really could not go asleep. But I have, ever since that I was awakened, I just have this image inside of my mind of the dragon. And whenever I have an image inside of of the dragon inside of myself, I feel at ease. I feel at home every single time when I could feel or see or think about even the dragon. I just feel at ease, and that is where I want to talk to you about. There are so many people that don't understand why are you choosing for the dragon. Why? And even my dad always, he had the most difficulties when I was inside of my dragon's path, that he always said, why dragons? Dragons are something inside of movies. Why do you have such a spiritual bond with dragons? I mean, no one here in this entire world says to you that you have to have a connection with dragons. Even though no one tells you this, no one said you this, and yet you choose to be with the dragon. Why is that? Because you feel good with it. That is what I feel every single time when I think or even feel and just close my eyes and see the dragon. I just feel at home. And that is what I couldn't feel, back in the day when I was a child, when I was on a holiday with my parents. I couldn't sleep, and I didn't know why. I couldn't know why. But it was simply because it feels like there was something missing. And ever since I was awakened, I know what it was. And it was the dragon that was always missing inside of my mind. But that is eventually what an awakening is, Because I am, and that is what I want to say to you, my brothers and sisters, we can be considered as we are raised by dragons. We are raised by them, so every single time when the dragons are gone, it feels like you're not home. And whenever you are raised by dragons, every single time you feel just as at ease, every single time when the dragon is close. When the dragon is close by, it feels that nothing can hurt you. And when I go on a holiday now, every single time when I have the dragon inside of my mind, I even have a dragon plush. I even have a miniature altar that I can set up inside of, I cannot sleep without a simple altar of the dragon. Just a simple one. It doesn't even need to have the features of the dragon, but it's in honor of the dragon, in honor of the one that raised me. And that is also why you love dragons so much and why you are comfortable every single time. Because the dragon is nothing less than your parents, the parents that raise you again, once more, here in this world, as a spirit guide. And that is every time when you feel that, you feel this amazing, overwhelming form of protection. And that is the first thing that came in mind ever since that I felt the dragon. And I felt them as a guardian. And I didn't understand why I feel the dragon as a guardian. That is also why I called him a dragon guardian. He pronounced his name. I could not say it. I could not say it inside of my tongue. I only had it inside of my mind. He said his name, and ever since that I knew his name, the dragon that is by my side, I felt so protected. And even though sometimes I hurt myself here in this world, but it doesn't matter because I feel protected by dragons. And not only that you are protected so that nothing can hurt you, but also in a way that the dragon is very close to you, that the dragon is showing you the way eventually inside of your path here on earth, but also when your time is over. Your dragon is showing you the way to the dragon light. Your dragon is indeed, and that is what I want to say, your dragon is indeed the one that raised you. Maybe not only just in this world, but before it. Before it, even though the time works completely different on the other side. The other sides have different kind of works of how time works. Here, sometimes humans are very used to it. It's a habit to call a second or a minute. But every single time when I go asleep and I know that I just entered a different realm, and every time when I'm inside of a trance or I'm trying to have a meditation for the dragon, I have, time works completely different when you step inside of a different dimension. And every single time you do that, so that you become closer to the dragon. The more closer you become, the more connected that you can be with your dragon, the more that you are in a trance, so that you leave your human self behind while your spirit is reaching out for the dragon. It requires a lot of love and desire for the dragon, but also a lot of discipline. And that is sometimes, that in the beginning of your path, you don't need this kind of discipline. You just need the love that you have for the dragon, and that yourself be guided by that love. But this kind of discipline, that you are reaching out, so that you are stepping inside of a different dimension, different realm, getting closer to the dragons, that requires quite of discipline. And that is what you will learn eventually by the dragon by your side. So you are learning all the time, because the dragon is still raising you. They are always raising you. If you are deaf for it, of course, they are not able to raise you. But once you are awakened, your ears will be much more draconic, and your ears will be inside of your mind, inside of your head, because you are still learning. Here in this world, we are not really fit to be in this world, because we, like I said, we are children of the dragon, and we are raised by dragons, and yet everything is complicated and difficult, so that we have to learn once more, and we have to be once more raised by dragons. Even though your guardian by your side might not be the one that raised you in the beginning, because eventually, in the beginning of all times, you come from the womb of Tiamat, the dragon goddess. Eventually, you also have a natural raiser. I mean, the natural parent, a natural dragon parent that you have. And this natural dragon parent, it can be still part of your dragon eye, still surrounding you, still around you. This dragon mother, most of the time they are mothers of dragons, but it can also be a father, that is still by your side. And they can be also your guardian, and that can be very much your guardian. And they know very much how to raise you and the way to raise you. It doesn't need to be one dragon by your side. It doesn't need to be one guardian. It can be several. And it can be that your dragon mother or your dragon father is still by your side, knowing how to raise you, because they know you unlike anyone else. Even though Tiamat or the other dragon gods might know you very much as well, because they created you. But here in this spirit, the spirits themselves, the spirit dragon by your side, that is a different thing. They know you very much, just like your human parents know you, and just have the love of the dragon mother or a father, or maybe your parent, is legendary. And this legend that even can break different realms, different doors, different dimensions. And that is why you have to work together with the one that is still raising you by your side. Raising a dragon doesn't end. It never ends. Even though the dragon is adults, they will still learn from their dragon parents or dragon teacher or dragon guide. And that is why we have to leave ourselves vulnerable for our dragon guardian, our dragon guide, and also the dragon gods. We are vulnerable here in this world. We are a human here. We have the image of a human. We also even have the image of a human, and not only an image, but also the energy of a human, which means that you also have the soul of a human. You are bound to this place, even though inside of yourself is also a dragon. And whenever you were born, it was asleep, but it still could have a lot of light. It has so much light that the dragon by your side still sees this and still knows that you are vulnerable, that you need to learn, and that the dragon is the one that needs to teach you how to do everything again. Because the dragon cycle always continues, always goes on. You know, the dragon realm, the dragon eye consists constantly of 5 gates, and every single gate is another lifetime. So in every single lifetime, you were born as something different, but your real self, your true self, is that of the dragon. Here in this world, I am very strange for humans, even though there are so many people that just don't believe in anything, or maybe are inside of a religion or something like this, or but I follow my true heart. I follow why I was raised by following dragons. You know, I followed my instincts, and by following instincts, I need to feel safe. And the more safe that I could feel is with the dragon by my side. Why? Because the dragon raised me. That dragon raised me, and I always felt so protected. You know, that is why when people say to me, why dragons? Even my dad said, why dragons? I mean, why are you doing this? Nobody told you this. But we are, guided by this. Our instincts is screaming for the dragon. Our instincts is talking to the dragon. And it's still, because we are raised by dragons. We are not only raised by the mother Tiamat, we are also raised by uh, natural parents that are dragons. Dragons that will not let you go. There's dragons that can still see your light. And that is why we need to leave ourselves vulnerable for the dragon. That is what I did inside of a ritual. And our rituals are completely different than Wicca or any kind of different spirituality. We are following our heart with every single type of witchcraft that we are doing. We are using our own instincts, but also the creativity that we have. We are dancing naked for the dragon, you can say it. And that is because we are led to it. And the more that you are feeling good, the more that you are connected to the dragon, the more that you will feel at home. And that is eventually the entire point of the dragon's path. You are feeling at home. You are feeling good. You are feeling protected because you were raised by dragons.